In Taraba, the Vice-Chancellor of the Federal University, Wukari, has threatened to shut down the institution if COVID-19 cases reported among the students. Professor Kundiri says despite the compliance to safety protocols among the students and staff, he's still worried that residents of Wukari, the host community, are not so careful. Correspondent Olabi Adunisi reports.
NCDC data on its website showed that Taraba State has 412 confirmed cases of coronavirus. Authorities of the Federal University Wukari are doing their best to protect its students. Wearing of face masks is mandatory for all on campus. The school has commenced its first semester examination after resuming from the ASU strike, which affected its academic calendar. Some students spoke on danger of COVID-19 and the school management's approach to enforcing safety rules.
School management has asked each and everybody to wear he or her face mask before moving or before going to anywhere.
The management says it's compulsory, but we also feel it's good for our health.
But the Vice-Chancellor and the Chief Medical Director of the university are worried that despite mechanisms put in place, the attitude of some members of the host community to safety rules is nothing to write home about.
But the only snack is that generally in Wukari here, I don't know whether they don't believe in COVID-19 or not, but you see that people don't use face masks in town. So what our students tend to do is that as soon as they leave the university environment, they also remove their face masks. But there's an eventuality. We have already made provision in the clinic where at least we can isolate that person and then report it to the relevant authorities. But then if that it is going out of hand, we will have no alternative than to call a meeting and then consider shutting down the university.
Various entrances, and then it is enforced that without the face mask, if I right from the point of entry, everybody must have his face mask. And everybody, there's a group that was constituted to oversee this.
Despite COVID-19 safety rule campaigns by Governor Darius Ishaku across the state, Wukari residents appear to have turned a deaf ear to warnings about observing safety protocols. Many of the residents say they don't believe the COVID-19 virus exists despite the dangers associated with it.
Because for this town, they know we fear COVID-19 because they are not serious with the COVID-19 for this town.
Most of the people that they Wukari, they don't believe COVID-19. That's why they are didn't wearing face mask.
Wukari local government hosts 2 institutions, yet the attitude of members of this community towards COVID-19 pandemic is very unencouraging.